Ruby and welcome back to another episode of How to Space Engineers. This series is mainly meant for people who just bought the game and don't really know what they're doing in Space Engineers. So if you're one of those people and like to get some help with whatever, please stay tuned. And if you do already play Space Engineers a longer time, just keep on watching, you might learn something. And yeah, let's get on with this tutorial for today, or this video. Basically today I'm gonna show you how you can edit your world if you already created it. Mainly if you made a mistake or you want to add something like mods or just change something in the settings. I'm gonna show you that, and further in the video I'm gonna show how to make the basic ship. That's a small ship, but the same goes for a large ship. And I'm gonna show you how to mine and how to create a good working mining ship. So without further ado, let's get on with the rest of this video. So if you like the last episode, if you just load up the Space Engineers game, then you pop up over here, and yeah, if you want to go to your previous world, you obviously go to load world. It's not rocket science or something like that. And if your worlds load, this may take a while if you're having not as great computer, or you just have an insane amount of worlds like I do. Yeah, then you can click on a world and click load here, or just click last continue last, and then you will automatically jump into that world. But now if you want to edit something into this world, and I'm gonna take the tutorial world, then you just click edit settings. It's just simple as that, and this will take you back to the same menu which you've seen when you create the world at the first time. So this is exactly the same. If you go to advanced, then all of this will pop up. There's not much to it. And if you want to add mods, you just go to the mods tab, and then this will pop up. Now this is something you need to go for to the workshop, which you can go by clicking here. Sorry there, I had to cut. For some reason my recording program doesn't like to record Steam, so I had to do it another way. But what you do is, if you click that open workshop tab in Space Engineers, then you will automatically will be in the Space Engineers workshop. And here you can subscribe to any to anything you see here. And what you do then is, if I go to this one, here it will say subscribe, but of course for me, because I'm Dutch, it says abonneren. And yeah, you just click that one, and then it will pop up in the game after you do what I'm about to show you. So let's get back into the game. What you want to do is refresh, and here it is. This is the mod we just subscribed to. So then if you want to have it into your world, because these are all the mods I am subscribed to at the moment, but they're not in the world. So if you want to have that mod into your world, you just double click on it, or you click on it and press the activate button. And you can do this also for every mod you subscribe to. So now I've clicked all I am subscribed to into the world. You can do the same with getting it out of the world. It's just you can put the order different in the things, apparently, in the list. Yeah, that's not very important, but You get the idea. If you want to add a mod, you just double click on it or use one of these arrows and it will pop up here. Basically, if it's in this main area, then it's in your world. It's how simple it is. And after that, you press OK, then it gets saved, and press OK again, and that's how easy it is to edit your world. And of course, it's gonna save, so it takes a while. Yeah. Now let's get going and let's load the world up, and I'll see you when we're back in the world. So, without any further ado, I'm gonna show you how to create your very first own ship. And that is what you do by pressing the G menu. And what you need for your ship is what I got here. Your cockpit, some basic light armor or heavy armor building blocks, any power source that may be a battery, a small reactor, a large reactor, or a solar panel. That's all there is as power source in the game. You need thrusters, small or big, and a gyroscope, and some additional landing gears if you want to, but you don't really need them. This will come in a later state, but what you want to do is press here, new small ship, new large ship, or new station. And right now I'm gonna make a small ship, so I press new small ship, and that will give you a landing gear. And with that landing gear, you can make your ship onto a secured area, so it won't float away if you haven't given it power. So now I press 2, and I select the light armor block, and now I'm going to do a control left click, and this way I am dragging out some some cubes. And take a note, these that control click you can only do in creative, so don't try to do that in survival because it won't work. Well, you can try, but it won't work. What I'm gonna do now is press M and add a mirror line. In the game there are 6 different mirror lines. There's the red one, the green one, and the blue one. Oh. And I'm interested in the red one right now, the first one. And I apply this one by clicking with my left mouse button, just like anything. And if you want to get rid of your mirror line, just do right click. But I want one, so now I press N, and I press it again, and then you'll see my and I see it coming up, and you'll see that I have a mirrored block on the other side. So what I do now is I'll drag out another 5 blocks, and this is my basic area to build on with my ships. You don't need this to be able to make a ship. You can only use a cockpit, but eventually you want to make some more complicated ships, so then you will need of course some armor and whatnot. Well, you place your cockpit anywhere you want, so you have I recommend to do that in a good place, so you have a lot of space around it that you can look around much. And then you want to place your power source. I recommend putting a few small reactors in, because they don't have as much power, don't give as much power, so you want a few of those. Then you want some gyroscope, and it really depends on how big and how heavy your ship is to how many gyros. Oh, that was some major lag spike, I'm sorry. But what I was saying is how many gyroscopes you want is really depending on how heavy your ship is. So the heavier your ship is, the more gyroscopes you need. Basically, if your ship doesn't turn as fast as you want it to, add more gyroscopes. Now, the last thing to do is to add thrusters in every direction, and then I really mean every direction. Because in Space Engineers, the laws of physics do work. So if you're thrusting in that direction, then nothing will stop you until you have something that does. So for example, a asteroid. Well, you don't want that, so you put some counteracting thrusters there to or retro thrusters there to stop you. And the same goes for up and down, left and right. So you basically want 6 thrusters minimum, and that is in every direction. So I actually already overcomplicated the very first not so complicated ship. I'm very good at doing stuff like that. Now if you press T on the backside of the cockpit or on the front, the windshield, you can get into the ship. Press V and you go into third person view, and with control and using your mouse you can look around your ship without actually moving your ship. Now if you look at the landing gear, right now it's green. That means that it's locked. You can also see that in the bottom right of that little blue box. There it says landing gears. I got 1 landing gear. Well, that's correct. And below that it says locked. So 1 landing gear is locked. If I press B, then it will say in proximity and my landing gear will turn yellow. Now if I press spacebar to lift off, then no landing gears are in proximity and the line turns black. That's basically how you connect and disconnect from anything. Also connectors, you use them the same way. Moving around in your ship is exactly the same as you would if you are flying with your jetpack. So W will make you move forward, S will make you move backwards, D and A will make you move straight to the sides, and E and Q will make you roll. Now default for down is C and up is spacebar. So if I get back into my cockpit view, you'll see that yeah, we just can fly around, have a great time, and yeah, basically one thing I will not get out. If you want to maybe your ship if you want your ship to be a little bit faster, you need to add more thrusters to it. So the more thrusters, the more acceleration it has. And yeah, the same goes for gyroscopes. The heavier it is, the more gyroscopes you'll need. Actually, think of it as the more stuff you got from something, the more you need to add. The more weight you have in your ship, the more you need to add, as it is like reactors or thrusters. Now, if we want to go mining, because you really need to, if you even want to be able to make a ship. So how you mine is, you probably already seen it, is with the drill. I have equipped it already on my toolbar. Now what I'm doing now is I'm docking. I lower myself down until my landing gear goes into proximity, press P, and I'm locked. Okay, now if you get your toolbar or a G menu up, and go to your character tools, you'll see your hand drill here, and I already equipped it, so I don't need to do that. And now if I press 7, then I will go to my toolbar, to my hand drill, And now if I press the left mouse button, it will start mining. And all of these ores you can get them with just picking up by pressing T when pointing at them. Now, what you see here is that there is it says cobalt there and iron. The reason I can see those is because I'm holding my hand drill. The hand drill has a ore detector inside of it, and that's why you can see the ores. If you want to be able to see ores with a ship, you can also do that. You just need to add a ore detector, which is on my 9th spot right now. Yeah, so I'll get some iron, and then I'll show you the basics of refining. So I got myself some iron, as you can see over here in my inventory. I got myself 500 kilos of iron ore, and now what I do is I move. Why is my game so laggy? I'm sorry for that. I have really no idea why it's so laggy. It shouldn't be, but it is. So I apologize for that. Yeah, what you do is you go to your refinery, press K on that slot, like I told you last episode, and then you come in the inventory of the refinery. And now what you do is you can double click the iron ore, or you can drag it into your refinery by left clicking and dragging it in there. But like you see, the iron ore gets refined very quickly. And now what you can do is bring it over to the assembler. The reason why you can do this is because they are connected. And what I mean by connected is that the refinery has a door like this at this block here at the bottom, and the assembler has the same thing at the top. So you connect stuff up together by connecting these boards together. You can also do that if stuff is further apart with these conveyor tubes. But I'll show you that in a other video, I guess, I think. And yeah, now I've transferred the iron and gravel, which came from the stone, into the assembler. I can go to production, and because I don't have much, but I do got something, I can produce stuff. And with the iron we can make some steel plates. So now we got some steel plates, and this is basically how you get your components to build anything. So you just check this list. So for example, for your thruster you got you need some cobalt, gold and platinum, and you just go looking for that in your world, and yeah, then you let it make it refine, get it into your assembler, and then you can make the thruster component. And that's how easy that is. And like I explained last episode, you take those components and put them into the block you need them to be. So yeah, that's how easy it is to get your components, or that's the way you need to do the things you need to do to get your components. Now, then you're probably thinking this is some complicated stuff, or that takes a long time to mine with your hand. And indeed it does. It takes forever actually to mine great amounts of ore to be able to make massive ships and whatnot. So you want to basically start automating this. And what you can do is if I go to the G menu, you get this drill. And this is basically a drill you can fit on a ship or a station. I don't really know why you want to put a drill on a station, but keep in mind you can build large ships as a station and then convert them, so that's the best thing to do. But of course on small ships they're smaller. And so if you put one onto your ship, then you can drill it with it. So now if we go into the ship and then press G, you can see this opens up, and here you see anything which is on your ship. And yeah, really anything. So if you have for example a medical station, it will pop up here. Literally anything you have on the ship will show up in this list. So it depends on how much stuff or how big your ship is or how much stuff it will be here. And then you've got some tabs, and this will allow you to search through some stuff. If we press K and find the drill, oh, well, I apparently did not click on this. So if you click on this and then type something, it will work. But okay, you can group some stuff. So for example, I can select all of the reactors by clicking on one of them and then shift clicking on the last of them, and then just say reactor. And now there pops a group up here, and the same does here in the G menu. So basically if you have multiple drills or multiple stuff of something, you can group them and they will show up here. And this can be very useful, but yeah, we're not going to use it right now. So what you want to do is get the drills, and I did that again by right clicking, and I also want to do this and say toggle on and off. Now what I do with one, if I press the left mouse button, the drill will start working, and this is a manual thing to do. But if I press 2, then it will automatically start drilling away, and I press 2 again and it stops. So if we go back into the cockpit mode, fly a little bit up, and then go to the asteroid. Oh, I actually think of something right now. If you want to make a functional mining ship, you need a ore detector, because the reason why we could see the ores with our hand drill is because that thing has an ore detector inside. So you need this thing, and just like any other block, place it on there, and now it works. So now we converted this ship into a very basic mining ship, one of the first things you want to build actually. So with those ore detectors you can see those same things pop up again. And now if I go to the asteroid close enough and then press 2, then it automatically will start drilling if I get close enough. So if you hear that, you know you connected to the asteroid and you are starting to mine. Well, this is actually the very basics of ships. All you need to know for now yeah, keep in mind that drilling can be very dangerous. So if you go too close to an asteroid or go into too fast, then stuff will start breaking off, and just like anything else, it will break if you bump into stuff. So keep that in mind, and especially if you have a not very heavy ship like this one, and you have tool shakements on in your world, then you'll see that my ship starts shaking around. So what you actually want to do is have lots of gyros on a mining ship, or have it completely made out of heavy armor, because well, one, that's actually very smart to do, because then you then the ship can take a lot more, and two, it will increase your weight massively, and that way your the shaking of the tools won't affect the ship as much. So now it's very good that we mine something, but you want to get it out, of course, and the way you do that is by pressing K on this button again, and then just grab what's inside of here. I did this by double left clicking, and sometimes you are going to need to make multiple trips, because the one drill can hold more than your character can in survival. Yeah, and then you just go back to your refinery, and again I having lots of lag issues. Sorry for that, I really don't know why. Yeah, and then just repeat the process. Now it's going to refine this and make that noise. And that's how easy it is to make your own mining ship. And when you have enough materials and stuff, you can go and make something like this. Yeah, this is a more advanced mining ship, which I made some time ago. Yeah, basically it is a mining ship, like you can see here. It has the drills, and what I did is I connected the drills up with the conveyors, which I showed you earlier this video, and then put it into a cargo crate, which is back here, with a connector on top, so that way you can automatically load off your goods into your station if you have a connector. But I will show you that in the next video. So my name is BRMP. Thank you very much for watching, and of course, if you have liked this, please subscribe and like this video. Share it with friends if they maybe have something, if they maybe can use this video. And yeah, if you have any suggestions to what I can do for the next video, tell me down in the comments. I would love to hear it. Yeah, my name is BRP. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm out. Peace. See you next time.